Most real estate investors don't realize there's a big difference between title companies and which title companies are good and which title companies are bad. And chances are there's probably more bad than good, unfortunately. But the case is, any way you look at it, you got to have a relationship with a title company. It's important to. You need to, put a name to a face, go in their office, speak with them on the phone, and make sure they pick up the phone or email you back when you need something. And they really can make or break a deal. And this has come up a lot lately. Well, first off, all real estate title companies don't necessarily know real estate investment transactions. So that's the first thing. You need to make sure they know real estate investment transactions, not just for the types of policies they're giving you as an owner or us as the lender title insurance policy, but just related to the deal in general. They don't need to use, these flip transactions don't necessarily need to use the new style homeowner occupied HUDs. You can use the old style HUD, rescission periods, all this other crap. That's homeowner world. You don't have to deal with any of that stuff. It's real estate transactions. So that's the first thing. And this topic has come up a lot recently because a lot of real estate investors are buying properties at auctions, online auctions, and they're getting national companies that are doing the title work. And, as a whole, on a broad scale, these title companies probably know what they're doing, and they're probably fine title companies to work with. But a lot of the times you don't have a relationship with them because there's no reps. A lot of times they're outsourced or whatever the case is, and they don't fully understand the transaction or the time is of the essence. And you can't really just go to their office and be like, hey, let's sit down, here's all the documents you need, or even pick up the phone and get somebody on the phone. So it's all of that stuff's really important in some of these deals. Real estate investment transactions work very, very quickly. Also, a lot of these times, there could be a seller that has a lot of questions. There's a lot of people involved, and especially if you're a newer real estate investor, you need to make sure you can get in touch with somebody and get the questions answered that you need. So whenever you're finding, and a lot of times people will use these big title companies because they get free title insurance, owner title insurance, but I promise you that $500 isn't worth it based on the relationship that risking losing the deal, which has happened on deals we've been involved in, and it makes it very, very frustrating. So just make sure when you build a relationship with a title company, that should be one of the people on your success team when you start out.
Yeah, there's no question. They're probably like the unsung hero in the mix because they without them, you're not going to the table. And like Jay said, I agree with everything he said there because it is so important to have the right title company. So you're probably saying, well, how do I find the right title company? Honestly, call your local hard money lender and find out who they're dealing with, because we know who we like to deal with and who we don't based on a history we have. And you have to be, as a title company, you have to have your act together pretty well to work with any kind of lender, let alone one that's not, doing FHA or so forth. So companies that we like to work with are going to be very investor-friendly companies. They know what they're doing. We're comfortable with them. So, and we have no problem saying, hey, I recommend using this company or that company. So don't hesitate to ask your hard money lender, who do you like to work with in the area? There's usually a few. There may be more. We're not endorsing anyone because, it's not, but we certainly have people that preferred vendors on our end that we would say, hey, this is a good title company to work with. So put the right person in play. It's a one phone call deal to find out who that is. And I'd recommend reach out to me, reach out to Jay, reach out to anybody in our organization, and we can put you in touch with the right people.
And make sure you call that title company afterwards, introduce yourself so they know who you are and vice versa, so you have a point of contact for anything that you need.
That's right.
And they will really help, make that transaction a heck of a lot easier.